what's up, Michael? Quick demo video for you for your High Ground by SP Sabers. I got this done this afternoon, and then I also fixed these switches on your Dark Lord. So you had bought this off the secondhand market, but I had originally installed it. My switch solution was gone from this, and there was a different one in, so I just put mine back, and I'll explain to you how that works here in a second. But we'll go over this one first. All right, install the CFX. You've got CC Sabers in there for your NeoPixel connector. To take the pummel off, you want to be careful because it is it's reverse threaded, right? So it's going to be righty-loosey on this guy, and that will mess you up if you're not careful. It seems like some of these are like that and some of them aren't. I've got two other high grounds here for one person to do, and they're just regularly threaded, right? So just be careful for that. We'll come over here and we want to unscrew this greeley, just loosen it up a little bit because I made this your chassis retention. And then you can pull your chassis right out just like that. All right. You got your CFX board here. You had originally sent me a blue one that you had got from Sean, but that was for a Profi board. So I went ahead and I printed my CFX version, and that's what you've got here. It is basically the same exact thing as what you had. It's just made for CFX, and then I printed it here in-house where that other one was an MDF print. All right, so 28mm Smuggler's Outpost Elite speaker, a removable battery setup. Two switches over here on the side of the chassis. The one closest to the emitter is going to be your activation, and then this one over here is your auxiliary. All right, I updated the board, so everything's good to go there. We'll throw a battery in. You don't have anything to help you clock this chassis, so when you're putting it in, you have to just make sure that your switches on your chassis are lined up with your control box, and push it all the way in. Make sure they're lined up right. Put some pressure on it because it needs to make contact with the pins that are up here that you can't see. All right, and then we'll go ahead and we'll throw our pummel on. So this will be lefty-tighty for this guy. All right. Careful you do not cross-thread these threads. They are super tiny, and it's easy to do if you're not careful. All right, so there we go. If you feel any sort of resistance, back up and try it again. All right. Same goes for the emitter. It's even smaller on the emitter side, and I'll show you how to do that here in a second. But anyway, we'll turn this off. Front switch is activation. So your LED's firing up. For now, you just have the stock font package on here. We'll turn it off and throw a blade in. I'm going to put a small TriStar blade in it. It takes a 1-inch diameter blade. So first we'll take this ring off, just the top. And if I could zoom in on these threads, you'll see how tiny they are. So very important that you don't cross thread those as well, okay? And you do have two blade retention screws right there. So what we'll do is we'll take our blade, we'll take this emitter piece that we took off and slide it up the blade a little bit and slap our blade down in it, all right? And then we can come over here, and I would suggest tightening both screws. There's one, then we'll get the other one. And then we can slide this piece down and screw it in place. Not bad, right? Not too bad of a process. So again, power.
Spectrum.
We can swap colors like that. Just hold down aux and twist your wrist and find a blue. Hit power. Now we got a blue blade. And of course that's something that you can fix when you add on fonts as well. Blade lock up. We'll hold down auxiliary, go to another sound font.
Sound bank selection.
Nightfall.
Exit menu.
Nightfall.
Crystal focus.
Crystal focus. Nebula. Nebula.
You find one, just hold down a button. Good flash on flash. Just like that. And then, like I said, it's just the stock font package on here for now. All right, so we'll go ahead and take the blade out of this guy. You do not want to unscrew this piece right here. I hand crank that as tight as I could. Oops. I hand crank that as tight as I could, but just make sure you're grabbing this top piece. All right. So we'll unscrew that. Take our blade out of here. We'll go over taking the battery out, and then I will show you the switches on your Dark Lord. Alright, set this off to the side. Put this back on very gently. If you get the threads right, it goes right on. Alright, and then we'll come over here and take our pummel off again. Loosen this greebly right here. A few turns, you can pull this right out. And we'll go ahead and we'll take the battery out from the positive side by this PCB. All right, just like that. And let me, I'll set this off to the side and I'll show you your Dark Lord. So like I said, you bought this off the secondhand market. I had a switch solution in there. It was taken out. And then there was a different one that was put in. I went ahead and I took that one out. I put my original solution back in. So there are two tactile switches. This is a bit of a weird setup. There's not very much room under here. You don't have to come all the way to the side to hit activation or all the way to the back to hit auxiliary. I mean, they're right next to each other in the middle. So, you know, like right here is power, right here is auxiliary. They're probably like that far away from each other. All right. So we'll take the handle off this, I'll throw a battery in, show you that the switches work. Slap this back on. I had to take this clamp card and I had to glue it to the top of the switches. All right, so if you come over here and you're pressing from the edge or this edge, constantly, it may pop off one of those tactiles. That way, so that's why I'm saying just come about right here and hit power. You can kind of see or shine through your blade plug there. Auxiliary right here, but just in the middle, but towards the back. Turn it off. Just like that. All right, and it's as simple as that. So we'll take the battery out of here. That's pretty much your high ground and your switch fix on the Dark Lord. Let me know if you got any questions, and if not, we'll package both of these up and get them out in the mail to you by tomorrow.